Good morning from El Cajon. I'm a little bit northeast of San Diego. Today is not exactly a fun day. I'm leaving here in California in a medical emergency headed to Texas. Let me tell you what's going on. This last week I have not been feeling well. I've mentioned this a few times in my videos, and basically I have not been describing too much of what's going on, but it basically feels like somebody kicked me in the balls, and I've had massive pain down there all week long. I've been taking pain medication for swelling and pain, and just a couple of days ago I discovered a cyst or a tumor or growth, something going on, and so I'm dropping everything, canceling all plans, headed back to Texas to get some doctors to look at this. Why Texas? Because I'm based out of Austin, and that's where my insurance is active, and they won't do anything here in California. So this morning I'm meeting with Scott and Bill, trying to finish up a few things here on the step van, and then hitting the road this afternoon. So I've got to head over to the shop right now. There's a couple of things that I need to get done before hitting the road. One is changing my oil, checking my fluid levels. So that's the primary thing I'm doing this morning, and then hopefully getting my backup camera partially installed, at least the part that I need for Scott to help out with, which is soldering some wires together where they go through the wall. Alright, just have to dig out all the supplies. I've got 3 gallons of oil. I think it takes 12 quarts, 12 quarts approximately. And I've got a drain thing, and I've done this like 2-3 times now, so feeling more comfortable with it. But it wasn't that long ago that I did my first oil change, so it's still just a little bit intimidating to me. I'm about to crawl underneath the step van. I'm going to use my new breaker bar. This was given to me as a birthday present by my father, so that I'm easily able to take off the little drain plug. I have my gloves on, think I'm ready to climb under and change the oil. Last step, we've got the oil plug back in, filter changed. I actually changed out the oil pressure sensor while I was at it, and Scott was helpful in doing that. Just got to fill this thing back up with oil, and should be good to go. Oil change is done, a new oil pressure sensor is in, oil filter's in, putting everything away. It's time to hit the road. I'm going to try to make it to Tucson today, probably drive about halfway and take a break, get lunch and maybe a nap. It's about a little bit after 11 right now, so hopefully I'll be rolling into Tucson early evening. But then again, I don't drive so fast, so we'll just have to see. When I stop, I'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on with me and my thoughts on the medical and health situation. I stopped at a rest stop, getting some lunch and taking a break here before I hit the road again. I'm about a third of the way to Tucson right now. Just wanted to take a moment and sort of explain. The last several days I've been not feeling well physically, obviously, not feeling well at all, and not dealing with things very well emotionally, just sort of going through the motions and not feeling great about life. Yesterday I went to a pharmacy, I spoke with a pharmacist, and they recommended some meds I could take for the swelling and for the pain, and physically that brought things back down to a tolerable level. It's allowing me to drive and to get around and get back to Texas, and I think it also allowed me enough space and time to sit and think about the situation. And I think it's like so many things that we have in life, it takes time to sort of just come to terms with things and to accept things and remember the things that you're grateful for. And I think that's the key, is gratitude. And just going through the list, all the amazing things that I have happening in my life, the friends that I have, the just everything, the entire picture. When you look at the bigger picture, life is pretty darn good for me. and even when I looked at the medical statistics for my particular situation, there's like a 95% recovery rate for worst case scenario. So, you know, I could cross my fingers, 50-50 chance that there's nothing going on, and they give me some antibiotics or some painkillers, and the body takes care of itself, and the body does an amazing job at healing itself. But, you know, worst case scenario, it's some terrible kind of cancer, and that I have to go down that course of treatment options. Statistically speaking, it's a 95% success rate. That's pretty darn good. So I think I've gotten over the change in plans and the direction I was going. I probably will not be able to go to RTR, who knows. That's the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous event in January that I wanted to have the grand opening of my step van, Wandering Book Exchange, and tea house. That's probably not going to happen, and I just need to accept that. That's not in the cards right now. I just need to drop everything and focus on this health issue and get this taken care of, find out what's going on. So I'm going to hit the road again and head towards Tucson. I forgot about the time change coming into Arizona. I've stopped here at a rest stop. I'm gonna take a look at my map. I'm pretty tired, pretty wiped from driving. I think that's all I'm gonna have for this episode. Got a little worrisome thing. The oil light came on in my dash here, but again, I've got the new oil sensor going, so I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm gonna check the oil here. That's all I have for this episode. Savor the moment. Thank you for watching. See you next episode.